Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to Real Economy Trucking. So I'm kind of in a bind in that I do need to get to a rest stop. The closest one is here, down here, like down at the gas station or there. So I'm going to head up in this direction toward Orléans. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a penalty. That's not short. So I'm going to head in this direction and then try to find a job there. You can see it's an hour and a half. So there's no way I'm going to get that much benefit as far as not hitting something or getting penalized, but you know, I just don't have anywhere else I can rest. So I think I just need to pay more attention as I drive around, because I am getting hit by this all the time on my jobs, because I'm used to, in American Truck Simulator, pushing it right till the end, because there's always a motel or something in the town that I'm delivering, and this does not seem to be the case on these European maps. So I'm also concerned that we're going to black out at some point, which is potentially going to cause a wreck, so that's going to be bad, because I'm weighing the side of I want to drive and I want to get where I need to go, but if I drive too fast and I black out on a turn, for example, you know, I'm gonna suddenly have a problem and run off the road and potentially do significant damage to my truck. So I'm not sure. You know, and we've got a lot of curved roads here, so I'm almost positioning myself in a way that if something were to happen, that I hopefully have a little bit of room to run. I would be going much faster normally up near that 80, but like I don't want to end up in the water, which I still may even at 60. Oh boy, turn.
Get ready to turn left.
So yeah, I'll have to turn left. Just not sure how this is going to go. I'm a nervous wreck is all I can say. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'm out in the middle of the road, so I'm guessing he's going to stop. He is, and let me go. Okay, thank you. Like that was the time I needed to doze. So yeah, I was nearly around by those tall towers, whatever they are.
Go straight on.
See, like now is a perfect time. If I'm gonna doze me now for a few seconds. But you know, I've got almost 100 kilometers, still almost an hour and a half. So yeah, this is just not good. So I'm kind of watching the time tick to see like what minute, because I'm thinking it happens every 10 minutes or so. Because I think I'm in the danger zone of being like 2-3 hours past the time. Like I haven't gotten penalized yet, but I don't know if I start dozing before the penalty, or if that happens afterwards. There's just so much water around. I don't like this at all. Oh boy. I mean, I really should be moving along quicker, because like the faster I get there, the faster I can rest, but but I'm trying to be aware that I may fall asleep, and that would be not good. He's coming. I think he's turning. He is. Let me just make sure. There's a car coming, but I should be okay. Although he's right behind me, goodness. Yeah, because heading south to that rest area is not incredibly helpful. A, it's in the wrong direction, and I don't know that it's truly any closer.
Get ready
I don't know.
left.
Because it's just, I'm also then going to have to turn around, but I can see it on the map, where obviously Orleans I can't. So maybe the smart move is to go ahead and go to that spot. So maybe that's what I will do. Because otherwise I'm just really pushing it. I mean, it's one thing if I could see where I was headed, but I can't. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that, because that's pretty much right there. So that's the smart move. So I'll do that. It didn't look like it was that much closer, though, so I am surprised. Oh, I can't go there. Oh, well, maybe I could. Okay, because it's a toll road, so I have to go around to the toll booth and then make it there. Down to 39 minutes, but again, I'm not going at speed, so I'm sure I'm taking longer. Alright.
Turn left.
So, whoa, stop, stop. Alright. So I can go here. Now let me look on the map very quickly. Yeah, it just... because when I have to go there, there's not really even a turnaround. And like, I know there's some, so I guess I'll just do what I was gonna do. It's marginally closer, but it's not close enough that I think it's gonna ultimately matter. Alright.
Turn right.
So, we'll go down the ramp. We've got guardrails in case something happens. Of course, that will cause mayhem and destruction, but... because the other thing is, this is straighter at least. Like, if suddenly I do go into dozing mode, you know, like I am now. Alright. So it does it very briefly the first time, but then they get longer and longer, so... but it's pretty straight. I mean, it's telling me 12 minutes, so I would hope I wouldn't doze again before then. And that is just to the exit here, but... see, so it's right there, which is why I was like, I don't want to go the other way and then
exit right.
Make my drive worse. But we'll exit here. Now it says 5 minutes. So I'm going to trust that I'm not going to suddenly doze off again.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
And then I'll just get to the rest point and then... now again, sometimes... okay, so it did it after I yawned last time, but it didn't this time. Now, yeah, I don't want to doze around the roundabout. That would be not good. Alright. So... there's a lot of traffic. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is bad. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Somehow nothing hit me. I don't know how that happened. Oh boy. I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. But I do not want to waste time going around the roundabout again. Although I'm probably gonna get a ticket for going in the wrong direction. Alright, because yeah, there's like a rest spot right there. So I just need to get around the corner and get there, so please let me do this. Oh boy. Because yeah, the other ones I think require me to do something else. Alright. So now at least if something happens, it is straight, but But there's the hotel. I can see it says hotel. It says I can't come in here, but I don't care. Because I'm going to do what I can to be able to rest. I think this is where I need to be. Oh boy. Alright. There we go. Stop the engine. Rest. I didn't get penalized. That's a good thing. Alright. So now let's look and see. Let me stop. Oops. And see what the jobs are. You've got to be kidding me. I don't want to go back. I don't want to just drive around though. Because like it won't show me places I haven't been at, but alright, I'm gonna go to Borges. We'll see what I find there. I mean, at least I have time now. You know, I can do it. All I'm doing is burning fuel. But I guess, yeah, let me go on the map here. Whoops. Well, it's just Michelin. Yeah, I have to go and discover that. Alright, so let me get rid of that one. So I think that'll work. Because yeah, I'm trying to, again, go a different direction.
Ready to roll.
And so heading back toward those cities is not the direction I want to go either. Alright. So we'll go this way. And then I assume it's just the first.
First exit.
Yep.
Exit now.
So now we're just going to go right back the way we did, but the difference is I can at least, well, now it's only 50 here, but like once I'm on, I can go faster. But again, that's another 125 kilometers, so I'll have gone like the distance of
Take the first exit.
an entire
Exit now.
load of 250, 270 kilometers, but I've gone empty. So that's the challenge with how these things work. That was close. I'm glad it didn't snag me. That would have been disappointing. Alright, so I'm going to Borges and Toulouse. Yeah, this will end up potentially being, well, if this is just an episode where I'm driving and then I get a long load, I may end up just cutting pieces here. I don't know. We'll see. I suppose I could just have an episode where I'm trying to find a job, because that's my reality. And obviously we did have the excitement of what's going to happen with me sleeping. Alright. Oh. I could go 90. I was going 90, but then I turned on my cruise control and it was set to 85. That is not a car I am familiar with, but that's not surprising, being over here in Europe. Is it a Citroën? Yeah, it is. Okay. So 2 chevrons on each other. Now I know their mark, at least. It's not a C or anything like that. Alright, And yeah, see, this would have been almost as long to get down here, even though on the map it looked closer. Oh, someone's broken down. I thought that was a police officer, but maybe it's a taxi cab. I'm surprised they didn't stop and help them. Not very nice. Alright, so I have... It's not telling me exactly how much I have till I'm empty. Or I've forgotten where to look on my sim dashboard if it is, but I mean, I have over half of my my fuel yet, so I should be okay. Or not over half, but I have about half. How about that? I think I need to exit here? No? No, not yet. Okay. Probably the next one, though. And the good thing is, not being loaded, at least I'm able to move relatively quickly. But I'm burning hours that I could be making money. So 38 kilometers. Lyon's over 300. I think that's on the south coast of the Mediterranean. Looks like a little farm field here. Yeah, we're down to about 35 kilometers, but once again, I'm just getting close enough where hopefully it will tell me I've identified the town, and then I can try to find a job, because that was the other piece. Like, there may be something here at that Gefco, or whatever the company name here is.
Keep right,
and
then exit right.
I can't take it yet until I identify this town, because it won't give me jobs originating here until I've discovered the town. See some windmill blades going by over the trees. So there's a windmill out in that direction. Alright, but hopefully once we hit the toll booth, or before, we'll be in the same boat, that it discovers it, and then I can decide what to do. Because if I can get something over here to the right, that would be terrific. The name's right there, so, because that's the other thing. I'm paying euros for tolls, and I'm not making any money. I'm like exactly what I don't want my other drivers to be. Do I really have to go to the left and go up there? I guess I do. It is just not going to let me get away with it here. Disappointing.
Exit now.
Well, there's the line. I would hope it discovers it pretty quickly.
Go straight on.
But it's not. Because I was going to say, as soon as it is, I'm just tempted to hit the map key and go. There we go. Alright. I don't know if I have to be stopped, but it's probably just a good safety idea. Alright, at least we have 3 screens of stuff here. So let's see. I can go take Caviar to Clermont. That's probably good enough. Or I can go to Limoges. It's just a matter of... So let's see. A lot of things to Limoges. More to Clermont. So let's see. That's... Because, yeah, Le Mans the wrong way. Nantes is the wrong way. La Rochelle. Just want to look at my options, but... That's less per kilometer. I mean, it's a good payout, but that's a long run. If I can get something in between, that's okay. Alright. So, 111 per kilometer, or 106. So, clearly 111 would be better, and this, I think, also takes me into town, hopefully. So, we'll take this one. We'll take Peas to Clermont. Alright. So hopefully that's in town here somewhere. Just make sure. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, that's fine. But if so this is part of that town. So I think if I turn around here at the recruiting station, so I'll discover, oh, actually that's just a Renault dealer, but if I turn around there,
Go straight on.
I can then, I think it's going to be shorter, because right now, how's that 458 kilometers to get there? That's insane. This better be shorter the other way, because I only have 2.5 hours to get there. Because, yeah, this is telling me 457 kilometers to where I need to go there.
Reroute.
Alright, 113 in an hour and 37 minutes.
Go straight
Much better. So yeah, I'm going around the way it wanted me to go. Would have been ridiculous. Would have been another 300 kilometers. But I understand. And the good news is I had 2.5 hours, so this gives me enough time to get there. Unless I get some ridiculous road closed again, which I've had really bad luck with.
now.
See, it should let me rest at the toll booths there, but you can see those don't show up as available rest
Get
stops.
ready to turn right.
Alright, so we're
Turn
heading back up. But it's interesting, I guess, yeah, how these are attached, like which city they're attached to. But the other value of like discovering these things close together then is exactly what we're seeing. That I could get that, I could have been in Orleans and got that as an option if I had this town discovered already, as opposed to just having the nuclear thing in Saint Laurent. Alright, so we're maxed out, 84 kilometers to go. Burning a lot of fuel and time. Speaking of fuel, I'm going to have to get some soon. And I've still got, well, I've got almost 7 hours before I need to rest, but I have over an hour to get to this location. Because again, I think where we pass, we're going to have to like get off and go around or something. It's just not a clean way to get there. Got this motorcycle going along with us. Hopefully he won't like try to cut us off or anything dangerous like that. Although at this point, you know, I am going to get gas, because I just don't want to be dealing with potentially running out of fuel or something. And I do need it, and
Never mind.
it's here.
I'll find a new route.
You don't need to find a new route.
Go straight on.
She's so dramatic. Let's see. Oh, it's only 186 euros. I think that's, I've seen it like 3-4, so this is actually not bad. I mean, I'm gonna still get a lot of liters, but so almost 1,500 euros, but see, but that's the thing, like now that's 6,900, that's like lower than I was
Let's
before.
find a new route.
And like in an hour or two we're going to be paying for our loan, so that's not going to help. But we were at like 4,000 in 7 days, so that's okay. Because, you know, at this point Like, I don't need that, you know, I won't have to fuel probably for another week, I would think, so that's the nice thing. It's just, if I have small jobs and I'm only making a couple hundred a day because I have to keep resting.
Keep right, and then exit
So,
right.
this is the frustration, as you can see, that I have, because if I pulled over and rested where I needed to in the last episode, I think I would have had 3 or 4 hours of driving that I could have done that I would have just thrown away. And then obviously would have been, 10 hours later as well from, after I had slept. And at this point I think I've also paid like 300 euros in tolls just driving around trying to get a load. So, really disappointing. Let's say, are those sunflowers? They're yellow flowers, but I don't think they're sunflowers. They're just weeds along the side of the road. Really nice weeds. So I just don't understand, because kilometers I know are shorter than miles, and 15 kilometers away, which is less than 10 miles, I think, and normally on the map I'd be able to, so I guess I can see it now, it's just not giving me a location or ending there, so never mind.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
So it's Tirrena.
Exit now.
So I don't know if it's like terra, like earth.
Get ready to turn right.
So, looks like big greenhouses. Might be where they grow the peas.
Turn right.
But yeah, clearly they
We are hit.
have a lot of different stuff there. I'm glad I didn't have the bright idea to like rest or something, because my job would have been gone. I kind of totally neglected that. Alright, there we go. Peas. Yeah, that was almost an interesting one, but alright, it's that one there. They like are all the same. This place only, well, it has the same trailers. Doesn't mean they're all full of peas. I didn't look at what the other ones had in them. You can hear a cow, I think. I don't know if you were able to hear that. So, it's like a farm or something. Whoops, wrong way. I'm not doing well. It's because I'm not really looking in the mirrors. I'm still facing outside the window. So the mirror I was looking at was the driver's side mirror, but I was treating it as the passenger mirror. So, not well done that way. Alright. 13 minutes of real time. So, hopefully it won't be much longer than that, because it's only 40,000 pounds of peas. As you can see, I'm moving pretty nicely. La Nouvelle Agriculture. New agriculture. Whoops. It's an interesting view, but not one that I really wanted. Okay. I think I just hit the sign, which I didn't mean to do, but it is what it is. Yep, it's laying there in the grass. They can pick it up. Oh, there's another one of those vans that didn't color up. Now it did. I wonder why it's running that low, but there you go. There's our loan payment. We're going to get 406 euros. And so that's the issue. If I'm paying 1,500 euros for gas, I think that's what's, like, it's just killing me that way. I'm, like, almost unable to make money.
Exit now.
So, I'm still not fully free of the wonder of, can I be profitable with the real economy mod? I don't know. And I'm trying to avoid taking like super long runs, because maybe that's the way to do it, is you do long hauls, and that way you have a higher percentage of fully loaded miles. But I don't know. Because we were still like, we had about a quarter tank when we filled that. So that's the thing. To fill the truck is 2,000 euros. So that's 5 jobs at this rate. And I can't usually take more than one of these a day. So in a week, maybe I could,
turn right.
Take 2 extra. But a lot of the jobs have also been, 200 or 300 euros. Now I think with those I'm able to take 2 of them in a single episode, or a single day too. So, because yeah, at this point, like, I'm going to be within 2 hours of having to rest again, which I'm sure I'll need to do. And I suppose actually that's okay, because like gas, then it just takes longer to get to the gas. So as long as I'm, again, covering the loan payment every day, so that might be okay. I'm just kind of on this, well, I gotta go and I gotta get X amount every day because it costs me so much in fuel every day. But alright, so I go straight. It didn't tell me to turn right, so I guess that's the default. It would have been nice if it had told me go straight, go left. But I guess the algorithm doesn't tell you if it's straight, because otherwise it'd be telling you that all the time on the regular roads. Oh, I didn't reset. But you can see I had 600 kilometers where I just was running around. I mean, it's like 2 loads that I could have got. I could have made 800 euros. Instead, I lost 300 plus gas. But no, the piece is, like, I'm assuming, well, the gas will last a week, so I need 1,500 euros in a week. But like, if I'm just resting more often, like, it may be more days, because just resting, obviously I'm not using fuel. So that would actually be okay. Oh, now I know where it shows me. So I have almost 3,000 kilometers. I was looking at it, and I was reading that as something else. Like, I was reading it as an odometer, and then the trip odometer down below, which is incorrect. It's just the regular odometer on the sim dashboard. You can't see the trip odometer. It's just on the instrument panel on the truck, which is where I need it to be. That's fine. But game-wise, it tells me basically 3 hours or so. And 10 minutes in real time. And hopefully now that we're on the freeway and we're going at 90, that will be pretty close. But still 221 kilometers, so we're going to be looking for that about 260, 270 on the trip meter by the time we get there. So we're going right back where we came from with Borges to unlock the ability to be dispatched to this job. But it was a lot of touring of the countryside, which frankly I didn't enjoy a lot, just from the standpoint of I was so focused on not dozing, I wasn't really absorbing the countryside. So it's not that I wouldn't have enjoyed driving around in it, I just didn't get the opportunity because I was not really paying attention. Where now I can take in my surroundings because I'm in a better position. I'm doing my thing. So Clermont, actually it says Clermont-Ferrand on my sim dashboard, so I don't know if that's different. Or if that's just like 2 cities together. I don't know, but let's see. Yeah, Clermont So 180. See, and now that distance chart was flipped, where the closest one was at the top, which is how we have them in the US, but most of the European ones, the closest one was at the bottom. So is that one just an error? Or do they alternate sometimes like that? So again, I'd love someone to comment who knows. Like, are typically European boards always closest is at the bottom, and this was just a game problem? Or are there signs sometimes, just depending on who makes the sign, that they get to choose the sequence they display the locations in? Inquiring minds want to know, and I would be very happy if one of my viewers let me know who might be aware of it. So, yeah, the key is that the other drivers need to keep making money, especially when I have to do stuff like I did there. It's almost like I have to go to just large cities, because otherwise I might not have anywhere nearby to rest. You know, but the challenge ends up being, like, the way it worked before, like now I see that blue sign, like I'd probably be pulling over here to rest, which again I guess would be okay. But I have 3 hours. I mean, I have another hour, so I could probably almost get back here if I needed to. So I guess I'll continue on like I feel like I should, because I would just hope there would be places, like hotels like there was at Orléans, that I could go ahead and rest in. But for some of these smaller ones, which again, Clermont-Ferrand may certainly be, I may not have that option, but this is just 118 kilometers away. And depending on which way it sends me out, as long as I can find a job in a direction I'd like to go there, you know, I might be able to find a rest stop in the direction I need to get going too, which would be nice. So like if I had gotten the job immediately, like I would have 5-6 hours to spare, but instead I spent most of my on-duty time just bobtailing it around, waiting to find a load. Alright, Vichy and Dijon. World War II government and mustard. Alright. 82 kilometers, and we still continue on straight, according to that sign. Should make sense. Here we have another rest stop, which will be closer if, again, I need to reroute or something. So that might be, yeah, that's a toll. Okay. It's getting a little hillier, but I guess I would expect that as I head toward the Mediterranean more. Now I need to be over again. I suppose I could have gone through those others, but again, this is just smoother, not having to wait. Oh. Did I miss? Should I have gone one more over? I almost ran into that barrier, because luckily I was going slow enough. I did not look. Alright, so it looks like this is our exit. So think it's Montpellier as opposed to Montpelier, but our Montpelier is also 1L versus this being
right,
2.
And then exit right.
It's the home of Thomas Jefferson.
Exit right.
So looks like and then I need to go right. So I can skip the above roundabout, I guess. It's an interesting layout, to say the least. So it looks like the through traffic just stays up above, and otherwise people can use a roundabout down below to change directions. Alright, we're going to, it says Subse, S-U-B-S-E. I don't know if that's short for something or not. But still 36 kilometers, so we're not quite there yet.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Alright, so I've discovered it. Like, what is it waiting for? But I see there's someone else coming. Second, oh, he's still, I thought he was exiting the way he was driving.
Exit now.
Clearly they are confusing me. Alright, now I just don't know where in town. Now the nice thing is there's lots of places here, including an IKEA, so I would hope the second exit, okay, which is this one. But I would hope there's lots of loads here for me to take as the next thing. But no one really knows how that will all pan out.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Okay, well, now he better not take off.
Exit now.
Like, I was just going next to him. I don't know why he freaked out and did what he did, but anyway. So now we're like in town mode, where going through there I just made 2 kilometers through all that, so I still have 30 kilometers to go. So once again, this is stretching out a bit more than we would expect, so sorry about that. I don't know really how far to go. It's still telling me 30 kilometers. So I'm guessing at some point we're going to get to kind of that highway ticking again, where it comes down quickly. And we've got a stoplight. Even better. So we're down to 24 kilometers. So that did not work well. Oh, they are flying. Alright, he's turning. I was going to say, he's staying back, thank goodness, but he's not really doing that. He's just not continuing on. Alright, so I can see my drop-off point. That is good. Even though it's still telling me I'm still 24 kilometers away. That's crazy. Oh goodness, please don't tell me I have to like drive way up and around. No, not too bad, I don't think.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Alright.
Exit now.
Bonduelle. That is not what is listed. That doesn't mean that's not where we're going, because it may not be a reskinned business. I don't know. I think we go at this roundabout, the next roundabout, and then we're there. It's pretty clear, but this is definitely a lot of going around.
Take the second exit.
Yes, I'm not waiting for him in case he's going around.
Exit now.
In this case, he's not. It's funny.
At the roundabout.
Well, he's got
take the
another
second
option.
exit.
Hopefully he'll take it. And he won't be going where I'm going, but he is. Because he was turned very, very sharp there. Oh, am I supposed to use my turn signal leaving the roundabouts? Did not know that.
Go straight on.
Alright, I think that's a European Union flag flying over there. So, not this closed exit or entrance, but this one.
Turn left.
So there we go. So we are
Here
at
we are. Safe
Bonduelle.
and sound.
Is this really the right place? I think it is. Alright, there we go. So this might not be too bad. So I should be able to go here. Yeah, this will be, in theory, super simple. But I'm really good at messing anything up. I wasn't aware I was quite that perfectly lined up, but like I said, I'll still probably mess it up and move way out of line when I don't need to, as you can see I'm starting to do. It's disappointing, but that's good. Alright, we finally made it after all of that. So let's see what our finances look like. Alright, about halfway through the level. Okay, we went down, but we still have a $3,000 profit, so that's a good thing. So thanks for tagging along. Hopefully, if you've made it this far, I thank you for putting up with the driving around to be able to get a job. But I'll see you next time.